Hello and welcome to the instructional video for the water jet in the Design Studio East. Today we're going to talk about how to post-process your 3D prints from the Object 30 Prime, and we'll be in this zone of the Design Studio East. Let's focus on the part of discussion today. It's this file with many nooks and crannies, as well as an offset inside D from the outside D so it can slide, and this channel on the bottom. This is what the part looks like coming straight off the Object 30 Prime. You can see there is a thick layer of support material which is almost wax-like in nature. Also observe that the D, which is supposed to be able to move, cannot, and every nook and cranny is filled in with support material here. When scraping it away, you can see it's easily removable. And we're going to first focus on this bucket space, which is located to the left of the sink. This is another file in a different material from the Object 30 that has been soaking to help remove much of the support material. You can see a great deal of it comes off easily. For us, we're going to start with the scraping station, and we're going to begin by using the plastic scraper to remove as much off the part as we can. Try to expose every region as possible, taking care not to damage any of the thin or delicate parts of your piece. At this time, we're scraping with a material that's much softer than our part, and that's to limit the amount of scratches that our part is incurring. Additionally, when soaking your part, if it's especially thin or small, be mindful not to over-soak it due to the risk of warping. When you're done, it should look like a rough surface, to which then it's ready to be brought to the water jet. Now, the first thing we'll do with the water jet is direct our attention underneath the sink. We'll first have to turn the ball valve on that will control the water flow to the water jet. Parallel to the pipe is on, perpendicular to the pipe is off. We'll close the cabinet doors, turn the light on with the switch behind the water jet, and insert our part to the bay. Close the lid by pressing firmly and latching on both sides. Next, we'll grab the foot pedal. This is used to activate the pressure generator, and we'll place this on the floor in front of the water jet. Before placing your hands inside the gloves, please remove any watches or rings that may rip them or decrease the lifespan of the gloves. And now that we've already turned on the main control valve, we'll work on this inner valve inside the water jet. You can see that when you turn it clockwise, it activates this flat sprayer, and then when turned counterclockwise, it allows water flow to this smaller, more focused blue tubing. Note that the pressure is not engaged because the foot pedal is not depressed. Also note that when using this, you never want to activate either hose without having a secure grip on it. So now let's go through and actually depress the foot pedal, and when you do so, the pressure will increase significantly and this windshield wiper will activate, allowing clear sight of what you're cleaning. You could see in that first shot that the part actually slid across the bottom of the floor plate, indicating the high pressure that was utilized. Given the high pressures that are generated, please be mindful not to depress the floor pedal when the valve is not open, as this will decrease the lifespan of the valve. Now we'll go ahead and grab our part and we'll begin to clean it, switching back and forth between the flat washer and the more focused blue tubing. You want to change your angles frequently, again just as we did with scraping, taking care not to damage or break off the thin and more vulnerable sections of your piece. As you can see here, when you lift up an initial portion of the support material, it becomes easier to get underneath it and continue to remove it. Now let's take a look at our part. If you find that after the first round of cleaning there's still some support material, you are able to bring it to the WSE manufacturing lab, where they have sodium hydroxide baths as shown here. Otherwise, as in our case, I think another round of quick scraping and then one more round on the water jet will do just fine. So let's come back and you can see that after one round on the water jet you're able to remove even more than we were initially. We'll place it back in the water jet, close the lid as done before, and go for it for another round. Now we're done, but I'll hold off the anticipation, and first let's go over how to clean up this area. First things first, let's open the cabinet underneath the sink and turn off the main ball valve. Then, to increase the lifespan of this valve in the water jet, release the pressure of the water inside, and then close the valve again. Next up, it's time to clean up this tray. Bring the tray to the bucket station and using your hands and the plastic scraper, remove as much of the support material as possible. But please do not place this in the sink as it will clog the drain and potentially lead to flooding. Return the tray as it was before. Please grab the floor pedal and place it back on the countertop and turn the lights off while leaving the lid open to prevent mold. Here's our final part. As you can see, the D is able to slide freely. All of the nooks and crannies are now removed of support material. And you can see that the thin piece of the S is also slightly mobile, as it's designed to be. Thank you for watching the water jet instructional video. As always, please never hesitate to ask your TAs or professors any questions that you may have. In the meantime, happy 3D printing.